Hello and welcome to episode 126 of WITM. It is Wednesday night, that means it is time for our combined 205 Live and NXT stream. We're going to kick things off with Andrew Spudstrong, looking to recover from the loss of his sixth WWE Cruiserweight Championship at Super Showdown in Australia 4 days ago, or rather, yeah, I guess 4 days ago, against his rival Lince Dorado. He'll be in action against a friend and fellow stable member in Lucha House Party of Lince Dorado's, Kalisto. And then after that, we have a huge matchup because on NXT, Aiot Master is going to get his first opportunity to get gold around his waist because in real life tonight there was a triple threat match for the NXT North American title. And here in WITM, the number one contender to the NXT North American Championship is WITM's own Aiot Master. So our second match of the night will be the NXT North American Champion, Adam Cole, baby, defending his NXT North American title in triple threat action against the number one contender, WITM's Aiot Master, and the number two contender, the Freak, Lars Sullivan. But before we get into our WITM matches for the night, let's go over some things that happened off screen on SmackDown, which I simmed because we did not have a WITM matchup on the SmackDown card. Give me one moment to pull something up. Alright, so we had a couple of returns on the SmackDown card. The Big Show has returned. He was in action both on SmackDown Live in real life last night and in our SmackDown Live card last night. And the biggest news, the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio, is back. He appears to be part of SmackDown Live. WWE in real life has confirmed that Rey Mysterio is back full time. And so for now, we'll have him part of our SmackDown Live roster. Of course, we saw him back at our previous WrestleMania as a member of Andrew's Team CWO that lost to Team Vince and Corey with the fate of the Cruiserweight division on the line. But it will be good to have Rey Mysterio part of our roster full time on SmackDown Live. Other things of note, Mike Kanellis has been moved from the Monday Night Raw roster to the Cruiserweight division. He'll as part of the 205 Live roster along with his wife and manager Maria Kanellis. He will be making his Cruiserweight debut tonight on our edition of 205 Live. Also, a minor note regarding the rankings, with him getting the week off and people around him losing in the rankings, Gerald has moved up to the 6th spot in the WWE title rankings, meaning that he is just barely now eligible to compete in a non-title matchup at the next pay-per-view. Also of note, we began the SmackDown portion of the WWE World Cup qualifiers. The WWE World Cup will be an 8-man tournament featuring 4 members of Raw and 4 members of SmackDown. That will be taking place at our next main roster pay-per-view for the men. WWE Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia, November 2nd. It will consist of 4 members of Raw and 4 members of SmackDown. 2 members of Raw that are confirmed so far, John Cena and Kurt Angle. For the SmackDown brand, we had 2 qualifiers on the SmackDown card that I simmed. Those were won by The Big Show defeating the former champion AJ Styles, and The Miz defeating Randy Orton defeating The Miz. The other 2 qualifying matches will be Rey Mysterio versus Shinsuke Nakamura, the same qualifier that will be taking place next week in real life, and the rivalry renewed between Gerald versus Samoa Joe with a spot in the WWE World Cup at Crown Jewel on the line. With that said, let's get our edition of 205 Live underway.
Looking at tonight's card, we really do have all hands on deck for this one. Triple the fun with triple threat action next.
All right. 205 Live kicks off with triple threat action. Mustafa Ali pick up a victory. He defeated Tony Nese. No decision for Brian Kendrick. Mike Kanellis victorious in his Cruiserweight division debut. He picked up a victory over Cedric Alexander. Hideo Itami with victory over Aiot Davari. In Fatal 4-Way action, TJP defeating Leo Rush with no decision for Akira Tozawa or Noam Dar. And now it's time for our first matchup of the night. This Saturday at Super Showdown, Andrew lost his sixth WWE Cruiserweight Championship reign, ended at the hands of his rival Lince Dorado. Tonight, Andrew looks to bounce back against a good friend of Lince Dorado's and a fellow member of Lucha House Party, Kalisto, in the main event. Andrew will, of course, be accompanied by his new manager and girlfriend, Bailey, from Monday Night Raw. Let's go ahead and get that match, our first of two WITM matches tonight, loading up.
We got one-on-one action coming your way next. We have one of our breakout talents against Kalisto.
You don't want to miss it.
All right, Andrew still with an impressive record of 17-7-3 since the previous WrestleMania. Good for first among the 5 WITM members. Andrew still in the number 2 contendership spot, would likely move into the number 1 contendership spot if he can defeat Lucha House Party member Kalisto here tonight. That would put Andrew in control of his own destiny for perhaps a future opportunity at yet another Cruiserweight Championship match against Lince Dorado, seeking his incredible 7th WWE Cruiserweight title. So let's get tonight's matchup on the line. Can Andrew move back up to the number 1 contendership, or will he slide down the Cruiserweight title rankings? Let's find out in our first matchup of the night. Andrew, accompanied by Bailey, takes on Kalisto.
Well, to say he looks ready to get this match started would certainly be understating his eagerness right now.
Yeah, the opening bell can't come soon enough for him, Cole, and I must say, I absolutely love seeing so much enthusiasm from him.
for him, that's for sure. But he knew that when he signed up for this match.
And there's the bell. Our first matchup of the night is underway. Kalisto trying to overpower Andrew, forcing him into the corner right away. Right in front of Bailey. And the referee's going to separate them, but Andrew, we don't usually see it from him, but Andrew playing a tiny bit dirty there, slapping Kalisto in the face.
He hits him with the knee.
Andrew with a knee to the ankle Kalisto. Andrew with that slap there. Perhaps he's showing a little bit of frustration after,
what do you think?
Once again, having a short title reign, losing his 6th WWE Cruiserweight title to Kalisto's friend Lince Dorado, perhaps taking out some of that frustration on Kalisto here tonight. We've heard Andrew voice a little bit of frustration with his status on 205 Live before, but Bailey has helped him turn that attitude around. Andrew with a kick to the back of Kalisto. Andrew forcing Kalisto up.
And he lands a
elbow straight to the head of Kalisto. Andrew with the kick. So far, it's the former champion in control, but there's Kalisto with a Hurricane Rana.
Acrobatic expertise here.
Andrew forced to a knee.
And a
DDT by Kalisto. Andrew forced into the ropes, and a super kick by Kalisto, who forces Andrew on his back. What does Kalisto have in mind here? Looks like he's going to take flight.
Kalisto has made a career of defying
Kalisto with a great reverse 450 splash. Now forces Andrew up.
The WWE Universe knows that when Kalisto is competing,
Hurricane Rana, and Andrew's ankle is catching a bit of that bottom rope there.
Speed, jaw-dropping aerial moves.
Now Kalisto just flying across the ring at this point. There's a standing moonsault, and he goes for cover.
And a kick out.
And Andrew powers out at one.
Wow, what a display of heart and determination.
Kalisto looking for ground elbow strikes. Andrew able to reverse.
Made him pay.
There's a reversal by Kalisto. Now Andrew forced onto the ropes.
Man, Kalisto, what offense.
And Kalisto, what athleticism is he showing so far in this matchup? There's an uppercut from Andrew. Reversal by Kalisto.
Kalisto's rolling like this.
A loss here for Andrew would be devastating for his hopes at getting another rematch with Lince Dorado. Kalisto looking strong early on. Can Andrew bounce back?
You don't want to miss this.
There's a knee to the head of Andrew.
Can Kalisto capitalize on this?
He's fighting back here.
Andrew with a reversal there. I believe he reversed the Salida del Sol, the finisher of Kalisto's, and now Andrew going for a finisher of his own. Perfect positioning, the flat line.
And he goes for the pin. Oh no, we know.
And Kalisto powers out at 2, but we've seen Andrew do this before. Kalisto had a bit of momentum going, and then he reverses the finisher, hits that flat line, and completely turns the tide of the match. But can Andrew capitalize off that?
And he lands a nice counter.
Andrew with an uppercut. Andrew now attacking the ankle of Kalisto.
If this superstar
Kalisto trying to use the ropes to get back to his feet. Stopped by Andrew. You can definitely tell Kalisto is in some pain there with the damage that Andrew has done to his legs and ankles. Andrew trying to kick Kalisto to make room to take flight, and he does. Diving cross body connects. There's a kick to the back.
Swing and a miss. That was
stomped by Andrew. Now Kalisto goes for cover, or rather Andrew goes for cover. Kalisto powers out almost immediately.
That's exactly what we are seeing.
Andrew now with an elbow strike to the head. Here's vintage Andrew. Andrew pulling out some of the old classic playbook in order to
People have been wanting to see
get
these
back
guys go
into the
at it.
win column, the
Nicely
ankle
done.
lock,
As he
and
gets out of
Kalisto
the
is able to break the
submission.
hold.
Color me surprised,
Vintage
Michael. I
Andrew
did
there,
not
as
see
Michael
that
Cole
one
would
coming.
say. Andrew on the turnbuckle. What a move there by Kalisto. Slamming Andrew onto that outside ring environment right in front of his manager and girlfriend Bailey.
Bringing it back into the ring.
And it's yet another classic matchup involving the 6-time Cruiserweight champion Andrew looking to stay in the hunt for a 7th Cruiserweight title.
Yeah, he's not big in...
Andrew was flicking flatline. Now it's Kalisto returned the favor. Andrew reversed the Salida del Sol earlier, and this time it's Kalisto reversing the flatline.
Knocked the breath out with a crushing kick to the gut.
These two men are matching each other blow for blow.
Looks to me
Momentum
like he just hit a wall.
swinging rapidly in this matchup. Right now it's Kalisto looking to pull off the upset here,
He kicked out at 2.
and nearly does. Andrew powers out at 2.
Just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
Now Andrew forced to his feet. There's an ankle to the head
Hitting the finisher here could end this thing.
of Andrew.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Andrew with a reversal.
Oh, and it's a reversal. It looks like that back is under a great deal of stress right now.
Kalisto's finally starting to get low on stamina. Can he keep up the offense?
The beating he's taken.
Seeking the support of the WWE Universe here with the Lucha, Lucha, Lucha chants.
There it is.
Now he will connect with Salida del Sol. And Kalisto very nearly getting a surprise victory over Andrew. What a matchup we have here.
Bad way right now. If he sticks this, he is done.
I think we're at the point in this match where the finisher could be used at any moment here.
Excuse me for the pause in commentary. Had to kill him and yet an insect.
Showing very few signs.
Anyway, Andrew takes to the corner,
Comes back from this.
looking for the support of the WWE Universe.
Looking for the finish.
Can he put away Kalisto? Both men have showed a lot of heart in this matchup. Kalisto reverses the flatline again.
Thing around.
The best of the best have failed to do what Kalisto has done in this matchup. Men like Brock Lesnar, men like Batista,
You're not going to win
Men-
many matches absorbing punishment.
a who's who of the best cruiserweights on 205 Live, and a few Raw superstars have failed to reverse the flatline twice like Kalisto has. What a matchup we have here, and we still have an NXT North American title matchup yet to go tonight. Andrew attacking the ankle of Kalisto,
He's in a tough
looking
spot
for the
here.
support of the WWE Universe once again.
It's going to get a lot
Forces
tougher.
Kalisto up. Arship into the corner.
Not so fast. On the comeback trail.
Andrew going for his comeback sequence now. This will score him a rolling knee bar signature maneuver if he's successful, and he is.
Nobody controls the pace
Now
of the
forces
match
Kalisto up.
like this guy.
Rolling knee bar locked in, near perfect position, close to center ring. And Kalisto showed a ton of heart in this matchup, nearly scored the upset, but in the end it's going to be Andrew Spudstrong getting back into the win column.
Here is your winner, Andrew.
A well-earned victory indeed.
You know, nothing made me happier than when I'd lock in Lucky 13 and make my opponents tap out.
Matches like that are the reason why I love this job so much.
Alright, what a great matchup we had here tonight. Kalisto doing what very, very few have been able to do in the past. Reversing 2 flatlines. However, even that would not be enough to take down the mighty Andrew Spudstrong, who gets back into the win column following the loss of his 6th WWE Cruiserweight title, is able to capitalize off of a successful comeback sequence, lock in the rolling knee bar with great position, and put away Kalisto. And we already read off all the other results, so let's head over to the rankings and see how the 205 Live results affect the rankings on 205 Live. Is Andrew back in the #1 contendership slot to Lince Dorado's Cruiserweight title? Alright, Mustafa Ali defeated Tony Nese with no decision for Brian Kendrick. Ali moves up to #4. Nese falls to #16, but Cedric Alexander lost as well. Alexander falls to #17. Nese falls to #16. Kendrick remains at #13 with a no decision. Mike Kanellis in his Cruiserweight Division debut defeated Cedric Alexander. Kanellis moves up another spot to #14. Alexander remains at the bottom, #17. Hideo Itami defeated Aria Daivari. Itami moves up to #8. Daivari falls to remains at #15 rather, because Nese and Alexander lost as well. TJP defeated Leo Rush with no decision for Akira Tozawa and Noam Dar. TJP moves up, TJP will remain in the #1 contendership spot, which means that Andrew will stay at #2 despite a victory because TJP won as well. Leo Rush falls to #13. Tozawa remains at #6 with a no decision. Noam Dar remains at #9 with a no decision. And Andrew defeated Kalisto but remains in the #2 slot because TJP, the #1 contender, won as well. Kalisto falls to #8. And so your Cruiserweight title rankings: the champion, Lince Dorado; #1 contender, TJP; #2, Andrew Spudstrong; #3, Drew Gulak; #4, Mustafa Ali; #15, Grand Metalik; #6, Akira Tozawa; #7, Hideo Itami; #8, Kalisto; #9, Noam Dar; #10, Buddy Murphy; #11, Jack Gallagher; #12, Brian Kendrick; #13, Leo Rush; #14, Mike Kanellis; #15, Aria Daivari; #16, Tony Nese; and #17, Cedric Alexander. Now we move on to NXT, where we already know what matchup we have in store, and it is a huge one, because Aiot Master is going to get an opportunity at his first WWE Gold when he takes on the NXT North American Champion, Adam Cole. So let me see what alterations I have to make to the card to make that happen. Okay, Adam Cole and Aiot Master are already involved in a triple threat, so that works pretty well. Lars Sullivan, the third man in that matchup, is set to face Cassius Ohno. So we're just going to swap EC3 and Sullivan.
Ethan Carter, Cassius Ohno.
And wait for the game to load. There we go. So Lars Sullivan versus Aiot Master
AOT Masters
versus the NXT North American Champion, Adam Cole, baby. We'll set momentum to slow since it is a title matchup. And of course, Adam Cole's NXT North American Championship will be on the line, as it was in real life tonight. All right, and let's go ahead and start the show.
Enough of the preliminaries. Here we go. Next up, tag team action.
All right, to kick things off, Mustache Mountain picked up a victory over Heavy Machinery in tag team action. Fabian Eichner picked up a victory over Cesar Bononi. Cassius Ono picked up a victory over EC3. The Undisputed Era, represented by Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, defeated the NXT North American Champions, or rather the NXT Tag Team Champions, Sanity. In non-title action, the NXT Champion Ricochet defeated the Velveteen Dream. And now it's time for our second matchup of the night. Will it match up to the excitement of our first matchup that saw Andrew successful over Kalisto? Let's find out. Aiot Master with his first opportunity to become an NXT North American Champion, his first chance at the gold in WWE. This would be a huge stepping stone to him joining the main roster on either Raw or SmackDown in the near future. Can Aiot Master do what he's done before and pin Adam Cole or the other contender, Lars Sullivan, and become NXT North American Champion? Let's get that match loading up.
The wait is over. This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next.
Title's on the line, and here we go.
All right, after getting off to an 0-2 start to his career, Aiot Master has been very strong. He defeated Raul Mendoza in a squash match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. He followed that up with a victory over the man whose title he is attempting to gain tonight, the NXT North American Champion Adam Cole. He also had a victory in an 8-man over the top rope battle royal against 7 other NXT North American title contenders that helped him get to this point. He had a loss and a close match against NXT Champion Ricochet, then 2 weeks later defeated NXT Champion Ricochet. He took a no decision in a triple threat match that also involved one of his opponents tonight, Adam Cole. And tonight, he challenges the man he's defeated before, NXT North American Champion Adam Cole, as well as the number 2 contender, Lars Sullivan, coming in as the number 1 contender, looking for his first gold in WWE in the form of the NXT North American Championship. Let's get this title matchup, our second WITM match of the night, underway.
The champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
Corey, what does he have to do to beat the champ here tonight?
He has to remember what got him to this point, Cole. He must play his game. He can't change things up now just because he's in there with the champ. Put it this way, you wouldn't swing lefty in practice if you're going to hit righty during the game.
prediction here, guys, and say that we will be crowning a new champion at the end of this one.
Bite your tongue, Cole. There's no way the champ is walking out of here without his title. It's just not happening.
And introducing the champion from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 210 pounds. He is the NXT Northern Atlantic Champion, Adam Cole.
Corey, what do you think of the champ's chances here tonight?
I love him. I'm not like everybody else, Cole. It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
And for some reason, Byron, it seems as though a lot of people are ready to write the champ off here tonight.
I'm not one of those people, Michael. In fact, I say the champ has an excellent chance of walking out here tonight with his reign intact.
And there is the title on the line. This could be, that title could represent Aiot Master's pathway to Raw or SmackDown. And as we've seen him do before multi-man matches, Aiot Master heads immediately to the outside. He's going to let Sullivan and Cole inflict some damage on each other before getting involved.
Plenty of WWE hopefuls in the back.
You look at the three men involved, and you could almost say that the defending champion, Adam Cole, is almost at a disadvantage. He's taken on two behemoths, and Aiot Master and Lars Sullivan.
You fall, but how many times you get up? What has to be going through the mind of Lars Sullivan right now? For those that haven't seen much
Cole, though, with a huge big boot to Aiot Master, taking him down to the mat.
He comes in here with a big chip on his shoulder. We'll see if that attitude does him
Cole
any
with a
good.
suplex, the ankles of Aiot Master, catching a bit of bottom rope there.
New champion.
just plants his face.
And Cole, we just mentioned how he's at a size disadvantage in this title defense of his, and yet he's basically throwing around two behemoths, Aiot Master and Lars Sullivan, like ragdolls. As Cole went to work on Sullivan, Aiot Master trying to antagonize the NXT universe. The defending champion Cole rolls on the outside. That allows Aiot Master to go to work on
well, he knew
Lars Sullivan.
wasn't going to go down easy here.
Now he locks in a submission,
You count him out now, guys. You'd be
targeting the arm,
mistake.
shoulder, and neck of Sullivan. That's locked in well. Are we about to see a new champion already? No, Sullivan is able to break the hold.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Adam Cole back to the ring now.
The swinging neck breaker.
The swinging neck breaker. That's going to send Aiot Master to the outside. Ash up into the corner. Cole with a reversal. Aiot Master already back to his feet,
There's a vicious DDT.
but biding his time once again before getting back to the ring. He's more than happy to allow his opponents to do damage to each other first and pick his spot. And now he's into the ring, mounted punches to
The champ
the defending North American champion Adam Cole. As Aiot Master once again
is his chance to
poses and
Gotta be careful here.
antagonizes the NXT universe. That allows Lars Sullivan an opportunity to go on the attack with a huge power slam. Forces Aiot Master to a knee. He reverses with a punch and a huge clothesline, sending Lars Sullivan into a seated position in the corner.
Place to be for the challenger. The challenger's
and now Adam Cole, the champion, posing in the corner as Aiot Master sends Sullivan to the outside.
But this might be the beginning of the end for him here.
Aiot Master plunging the head of Cole into his knee, and the knee goes for cover as Sullivan poses on the outside and powers out almost immediately.
He gets him with a
There's a reversal by Adam Cole. That's going to send Aiot Master to the outside once again. Swinging a neck breaker by Cole to Sullivan.
Of this one.
Cole goes for the cover. He remained North American champion.
Definitely has his work.
Not yet. Sullivan powers out immediately.
And he's heading back in.
Aiot Master back into the corner.
So by Lars Sullivan.
Again, he's going to bide his time, take a moment to recover, and antagonize the NXT Universe, of course, as he loves to do. That allows Lars Sullivan to pull him down mid-taunt, and Aiot Master's head landing on that top turnbuckle.
The dangers of this
Adam Cole does some posing now, as Lars Sullivan hits a huge power slam on Aiot Master, and Adam Cole comes out of nowhere with a one-handed bulldog.
He didn't want to do here. He's letting his opponent right back into this match.
Aiot Master
appear to be in a hurry to get up
wisely rolls out of the way of Cole, but Cole gets right back into the attack and forces Aiot Master on the ropes.
Comes up big with the
Aiot Master reverses and sends Adam Cole, the defending champion, to the outside. As the NXT Universe yet again appreciative of an Aiot Master matchup, chanting NXT.
Back in from the floor.
Yeah, Master may not be very fond of the NXT Universe, but they definitely appreciate what he does in that ring.
Oh, he turns it around.
Aiot Master again is going to bide his time as Sullivan hits the reverse DDT on Adam Cole.
Man, not any
send him to the outside. Aiot Master with an hour trip into
doesn't show any signs of getting up here, guys.
No, he's taking one heck of a beating.
Forces Sullivan into the Tree of Woe position, but Sullivan able to reverse somehow. Sullivan with a headbutt to the head of Aiot Master. Forces him to his feet. Hour trip into the corner. Adam Cole, the defending champion, back into the ring. And then he hits the swinging neck breaker.
Exhausted and
goes for cover.
I don't know too many other guys.
And Sullivan powers out at two. Aiot Master taking quite a bit of time to recover there in the corner.
Doing damage with the knee now.
Aiot Master finally gets out of the corner, picking. He was likely just playing possum there, picking his spot.
Reverses that one.
Aiot Master looking for a power bomb. Reversal by Adam Cole to get out of it.
A punishing side slam.
Huge opportunity for Aiot Master with both men down, but instead he's going to take some time to pose before going for a pin on the champion Cole, who powers out immediately.
Go away that easy. He's making a statement here with this attack.
NXT Universe again loving this matchup. Aiot Master once again sent to the outside. Sullivan goes to work on the defending champion Adam Cole, tossing him halfway across the ring.
Many matches when you're down.
Beautiful counter.
There's a reversal by Sullivan. Out trip into the corner. Reversal by Cole. Gets the elbow straight to the back. And now it's Cole showing off some impressive power of his own.
Game,
the Falcon Arrow. This reversal by Sullivan.
You get dropped like that, you don't get up, period.
He is a one-man gang in there.
Aiot Master makes his way back into the ring, breaks up the attacks, taking both men down at once. Opting for Aiot Master, goes for cover on Cole, center ring. But Cole powers out immediately.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing
Cole
around.
catches a leg. Aiot Master reverses it into a suplex, however, rather a power slam. Cole on the outside. Sullivan's been down for a while. Aiot Master still biding his time.
Spot here, Corey.
And if he doesn't get up, it's going to get a lot tougher.
Out trip into the corner.
Wait a minute.
forces Sullivan to the top turnbuckle. Sullivan reverses and takes flight. Hits the diving axe handle. Goes for cover. Does Sullivan become champion with the defending champion not involved in the decision? No. Master powers out at 2.
More than that to keep him down.
Sullivan claws away at the shoulder of Aiot Master, trying to neutralize some of that power. As Adam Cole makes his way back into the ring and immediately breaks up Sullivan's cover.
He's not getting up. You can't like his chances.
Sullivan forces Cole into the corner.
He's too quick for him there.
Reversal by Cole.
This move is leading the charge. He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
Show their
Doing a great
support
job of turning
for this
that around.
matchup and their appreciation of the 3 men involved. Adam Cole with a submission locked in, targeting the leg of Sullivan, who's trying to get desperately to get to the ropes, and instead is able to break the hold.
He's got to be
With both men down, this is an opportunity for Sullivan. Aiot Master was once again playing possum and waited for the right moment to get up and break up the cover. Sullivan with a huge one-handed slam
Kicks out
to Aiot Master, who still manages to power out at 1.
and determination.
Sullivan again going to work on the shoulders of Aiot Master, and Aiot Master's going to head to the outside to
Nothing left in his tank.
You know what?
recollect himself.
Remarkable that he's even still in this match.
Sullivan sent to the outside. Aiot Master reverses from the apron and heads back inside to where he finds a
right now.
staggered defending champion Cole.
It's all
It hits the signature knockout punch as Aiot Master about to get his first
He's looking for the win.
WWE gold in the form of the NXT North American title. No, Cole powers out at 2.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it.
Aiot Master once again taunting the NXT universe, who's been chanting NXT, NXT almost the entire match. He gets back into the ring to find Lars Sullivan posing as well, and that allows Aiot Master to attack.
I don't know, guys. I really thought we were
Aiot Master burying the knuckles down on the forehead of Sullivan.
Just look at this man. He's all business.
Sullivan was, or rather Aiot Master with a stomp to the head. Now repeated
These superstars
knees to the head of Sullivan.
They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it?
Cole's back into the ring now.
Neckbreaker.
He hits
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have
Falcon Arrow.
capitalize?
Now rakes the eyes of Aiot Master.
He's looking at it. The
RKO by Aiot Master. Huge opportunity. He goes for pin on the champion Cole. And Aiot Master is NXT North American champion in just his 8th, or rather 9th, match in his WWE career. He has once again pinned the NXT North American champion Adam Cole, and this time it will result in Aiot Master winning his first gold in WWE, his first gold in NXT, his first gold in WITM, the NXT North American Championship, and we could be seeing Aiot Master on Raw or SmackDown real soon.
Here is your winner, and the new NXT Northern Atlantic Champion,
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight. When you win a triple threat match like this, you're telling the entire locker room that you are the one to beat. We've got an animated crowd here tonight, as we usually do when we're in Orlando.
All right, Aiot Master making a huge impact early on in his WWE / WITM / NXT career. Just 9 matches in, and Aiot Master is the NXT North American champion. That means he's the only current champion among the WITM 5. And that means that we could be seeing Aiot Master either join Corey and Dalton Roush on Raw or Gerald on SmackDown shortly after the conclusion of his NXT North American Championship reign, however long it may or short it may be. What a huge victory for Aiot Master, and as I just mentioned, could lead to a major turning point in his career. But first, before he thinks about Raw or SmackDown, he of course has an NXT North American Championship reign to look forward to. His first gold in the WWE. And that means that every current member of WITM, Andrew Spudstrong, Dalton Roush, Aiot Master, Corey, and Gerald have held some form of a championship at least once. Congratulations, if you're watching, to our newest WITM member and newest champion, Aiot Master, on becoming NXT North American Champion. And now let's see how Aiot Master's victory and the rest of the results affect the rankings on NXT, starting with the NXT women. Give me one moment. Alright, the women were not in action, so no change in the NXT women's rankings. The champion is Dakota Kai, number 1 contender, Tainara Conti, number 2, Kairi Sane, number 3, Nikki Cross, number 4, Bianca Belair, number 5, Lacey Evans, number 6, Candice LeRae, number 7, Vanessa Bourne, number 8, Aaliyah, number 9, Shayna Baszler. In the NXT Tag Team Championship rankings, Mustache Mountain defeated Heavy Machinery. They swapped spots. Mustache Mountain to number 3, Heavy Machinery to number 4. Undisputed Era defeated Sanity. Undisputed Era moves up 2 spots because that is a non-title victory. Mustache Mountain will move up again because they won. Undisputed Era moves up 2 spots to number 3. Sanity are still NXT Tag Team Champions, however. So the NXT Tag Team Champions Sanity, number 1 Contender Street Profits, number 2 Mustache Mountain, number 3 Undisputed Era, number 4 War Raiders, number 5 Heavy Machinery, and number 6 TM61. In the NXT North American Championship rankings, Fabian Eichner defeated Cesar Bononi. Eichner moves up to number 5. Bononi falls to number 5, so Eichner moves up another spot to number 4. Cassius Ohno defeated EC3. Ohno remains number 1 contender. EC3 remains at the bottom, number 8. And I noticed for some reason the former champion Adam Cole is not a contender to that title, so that'll allow me to fix that. Alright, there we go. Ricochet defeated Velveteen Dream. Ricochet is NXT champion, so he is not in these rankings. Velveteen Dream falls to number 8. And Aiot Master defeated Adam Cole to become NXT North American champion. Aiot Master is, of course, a new champion. Cole moves down to number 2. Lars Sullivan remains at number 3 with a no decision. So your new NXT North American champion, WITM's Aiot Master. Number 1 contender, Cassius Ohno. Number 2, Adam Cole. Number 3, Lars Sullivan. Number 4, Kona Reeves. Number 5, Fabian Eichner. Number 6, Cesar Bononi. Number 7, Raul Mendoza. Number 8, Velveteen Dream. And number 9, EC3. The NXT champion and the NXT championship rankings, which I'm going to take Aiot Master out of so he can focus on defending his NXT North American Championship. Fabian Eichner defeated Cesar Bononi. Or that's not in these rankings, so I don't know where I read it off. Cassius Ohno defeated EC3. EC3 falls to number 6. Ricochet defeated Velveteen Dream. Ricochet remains NXT champion. Dream falls to number 4. And Aiot Master defeated Adam Cole with no decision for Lars Sullivan. Aiot Master and Adam Cole are not in these rankings, and Lars Sullivan remains at the number 1 contendership with a no decision. So the NXT champion Ricochet, number 1 contender Lars Sullivan, number 2 Johnny Gargano, number 3 Tommaso Ciampa, number 4 Velveteen Dream, number 5 Aleister Black, and number 6 EC3. Now we move on to the Raw Minor Show main event. Will we see one of two struggling members of Monday Night Raw, WITM's Corey and Dalton Roush, in action? And yet again, they will fail to even get booked on main event. It's going to be all women in tag teams. So we will not have a stream on Friday night. And it appears that Cruiserweights are no longer booked on main event, so I'm not going to bother randomizing a match for them. We're just going to sim here. Alright, so the Authors of Pain pick up a victory over the B team. Mickie James with a victory over Alicia Fox. And Natalya with a victory over Ruby Riott. And how does that affect the rankings on Raw? Let's find out. Starting with the Raw women. Mickie James defeats Alicia Fox. James moves up to number 4. Alicia Fox falls to number 9. The Raw Women's Champion is Alexa Bliss. Number 1 contender Natalya. Number 2 Nikki Bella. Number 3 Ruby Riott. Number 4 Mickie James. Number 5 Bayley. Number 6 Ember Moon. Number 7 Ronda Rousey. Number 8 Sarah Logan. Number 9 Alicia Fox. Number 10 Nia Jax. Number 11 Brie Bella. Number 12 Liv Morgan. Number 13 Dana Brooke. And in the Raw Tag Team Division, the Authors of Pain defeated the B Team. Authors of Pain move up to number 5. B Team fall to the bottom, number 8. Your Raw Tag Team Champions are the Revival. Number 1 contenders, the Ascension. Number 2, the Shield. Number 3, Heath Slater and Rhino. Number 4, the Dogs of War. Number 5, the Authors of Pain. Number 6, Titus Worldwide. Number 7, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. And number 8, the B Team. Now we move on to the Raw main show. Will we see Corey and or Dalton Roush on the main Raw card on Monday night? And for the second week in a row, we will see Corey and Dalton Roush involved in the same matchup, and it's a huge opportunity because they will take on the Universal Champion Dean Ambrose, as well as one of the men they faced last week, Finn Balor. Huge opportunity for both Corey and Dalton Roush to pick up a non-title victory if they can win the match and pin the Universal Champion Dean Ambrose. So that is going to do it for episode 126. What a great episode it was. That saw Andrew in an outstanding matchup against Kalisto on 205 Live, and Aiot Master become the NXT North American Champion. If you enjoyed today's episode, and I see no reason why you wouldn't, hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you not miss a single WITM live stream or posting. Check out the links in the description, the first being the WITM website, where you can find all kinds of WITM information, including how to join WITM for free and get your own custom character with custom entrance, custom moveset, and custom promos, etc. And check out the WITM Twitter as well for all the latest WITM news and updates. And until episode number 127, where Corey and Dalton Roush will be involved in a non-title fatal 4-way with the Universal Champion Dean Ambrose and Finn Balor. This is Corey with WITM Car Wrestling, signing off.